Chapter 7. Establishment of Chu Eunhae Publishing. First round publication, submittal, rejection. The book was completed. To be revealed as light in the world, we officially asked a publishing company to publish our book. While praying, I received the answer that I would submit 왕이 오신다, Genesis, to a well-known publishing house called Hall of Tyrannus, one of the nation's Christian publication companies. I submitted the manuscript by email at 23:50 on the 20th of February 2004. My whole family excitedly waited on what they anticipated as God's work. God promised that the manuscript would be published and sold as a bestseller, and that royalties would come out, so my heart was just happy and joyful. I felt that the results of all the work I'd done so far were being fulfilled before my eyes. However, 20 days passed since the submission, and there was no news. Not being able to wait much longer, I inquired and received the response that they couldn't publish the book because I wasn't a famous author and didn't have commercial viability. Well, my name wasn't shown as the author, but compiler. And indeed, I was but an unknown person. Second round publication submittal rejection. We selected 5 large-sized and 10 small to mid-sized Christian publishing companies and submitted the manuscript. Their replies were the same. They couldn't publish it because of no commercial viability. In a little less than 7 months, through this endeavor of submitting manuscripts to publishing houses, God let us know the flow of today's era's Christian publishing companies. Rather than saving lives with the bread of life, God confirmed that they were in the pursuit of money and riches. Finding God's will. We had to publish the book, but every publishing house rejected us, saying we had no commercial marketability or potential. It just seemed that God's will was somewhere else. We went to Gwangyosan Mountain every day and prayed, and received an amazing answer. God said to exclude the existing publishing companies that pursued commercial viability, and that we were to establish a publishing company affiliated with Chu Eunhae Church. Setting up Chu Eunhae Book Publishing. August 10th, 2004. We decided to call this publishing house affiliated with Chu Eunhae Church Chu Eunhae Publications. We registered the name to the proper agencies and prepared to publish the books. More than the publication of the books of the era of love, God planned for the reformation of my spirit. To fulfill this will, He had me go through an apt training. It wasn't until March 14th, 2007, 3 years after the completion of the manuscript, that 왕이 오신다, Genesis, was finally published as the first book. I gave glory to God for the publication of the 사랑시대 book. The entire congregation rejoiced and gave thanks at the moment the era of love became known to the world. July 2009. 왕이 오신다, John Part 1, King of Light in English, which was organized and compiled for 6 years, was published. 십자가, 부활, 그리고 재림, Cross, Resurrection, and the Second Coming in English, part of the Food for the Era of Love series, was also organized and published. Every year, books revealing 사랑시대 were brought out to the world to shed light on this era's darkness. There are 2 series, 사랑시대 왕이 오신다, King of Light in English, and 사랑시대 양식, Food for the Era of Love in English. Until now, 3 books from the first series and 9 books from the latter have been published. This book, Retrospections of Paul, makes it a total of 13 books.